let's get going. Oh, I didn't delete all the stuff from the other day. Oh well. That doesn't do anything. Won't do us any harm. Yes, this may be my last stream for the next few days, because the UK is about to be deep fried, which is not good. I haven't got an overwhelming amount of time today, so I'm just gonna maybe a couple of hours or so. That's a piece. That's not the one we like. Also peaceful. There we go. There is our sea swan.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
Get across the rocks as quickly as possible and get ourselves into the water so we can collect as much as we can before we get to the life pod. Make sure we don't forget bladder fish. We need 2 for the run, so make 2 air bladders, so that we don't have to worry about using bladder fish later in the run for oxygen purposes.
New creature discovered.
We need 4 silver, 4 gold.
New blueprints
That
synthesized.
is upsetting. So we have to get silver elsewhere. We've got both our bladder fish at least. It is quicker to swim on the surface of the water until you get sea glide, and it's quicker to run on than swim, but jumping is slow, so we won't be jumping. Unless absolutely necessary.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
We aim to be at the life pod before 1:30, we're about there. Very nice, very
Found the
nice.
drop pod.
So make 2 batteries and aim for a copper wire, but it's not always possible. 2 wiring kits, except we don't have the silver, so we've got to remember to look for that. And a scanner. Wrong
Well,
buttons.
Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
All Terra supply cache nearby.
We had 1 lead already. Oh, my mouse is still hanging. So you need 3 sea glides to start a run. So we're heading towards 1 guaranteed sea glide,
Blueprint
which
synthesized.
is down here, and we need to get at least 2 random ones as well. Obviously the the fastest way is to get 3 random ones before you get to going down there. But that is, you can't just reset for that because you'd be here for hours and you may never even get one. We'll grab some salt. Just keep our eyes peeled for any more sea glides that might have spawned in. Oh, that's ice above us. This is looking like a no. Not enough sea glides, end run. Right. And we go again. Beast Spawn. Don't play Beast Spawn is the worst of the 3. Not that. Maybe that. Yeah. There we go, there's our sea spawn.
Smokes. That did not go as planned.
I'm just not capable
should
of
find
doing
a
the
way
whole
into the
South
water
and
and into the
introduction to
drop.
everything every time. I don't remember it all. Let's get in the water as soon as we can. Get many resources along this back wall, including bladderfish. Come here.
New creature discovered.
I need 2 to make 2 air bladders, so I don't have to worry about bladderfish for oxygen for the rest of the run.
New blueprint synthesized.
The main reason that I only use sea spawns is for the gold and silver, because we just have so much to collect to make the prawn suit that we really need this cave. We need 4 gold, 4 silver for the run, which we got all of in that go, so we're all very good. We need 2 lead, I think we have 1 at the moment. Swimming on the surface is quicker than under until you get the sea glide, and running is quicker than swimming. But jumping is slow, so we don't do jumping unless absolutely necessary.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
Okay, so we've got all our lead for the run. And we're to lifeboat in under
Found the drop
130, which is our goal. So we make 2 batteries, and then based on copper, we want to make that copper wire. But we can't. Make 2 wiring kits. Scanner. Put away the lead and all but 1 titanium.
I guess I might as well gather some tools
And set off in search of sea glide fragments. To start a run, you need 3 sea glide fragments, which is why we head towards a guaranteed one right off the bat.
Supply cache nearby.
And then to go with that, you need to get 2 random ones on your way, but they can't be too far out of your path because that would be slow. We see at least 1 already. Just here, are there any more? Not seeing any yet. We need 6 seed clusters.
New blueprint synthesized.
And here is our guaranteed sea glide. This will always be here. I believe all the spawns have one like that. That is just right next to the, well, right next to the pod might be it. Ooh, MBB fragment. Not super useful now, because it takes up a place where a sea glide might spawn. But useful if you can get sea glides, because it means you need 1 less later. But at the moment, it's looking like this is a dead run anyway. Because you need to have your sea glides by this point of getting back to the pod. We only got 1 of our 2 randos. the sea spawn? There's a sea spawn. Don't know why I wasn't running initially, but there we go.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
Good. Up here, jump over the rocks and get into the water as fast as we can and start gathering stuff along this back wall. Oh, we do need multiple sea glides to start a run, but any back here before we hit the life pod initially are too far back and are a waste. Because they're just too far away to be used. So we're a gold short, that's okay. It's the non-essential gold. You need 4 silver, 4 gold total for the run. The silver you need at the start, and you only need 3 gold at the start, and the 4th gold comes in much later, so you can go without it for now. I have no bladderfish. Running is quicker than swimming, but jumping is slow, so we won't be doing that unless absolutely necessary. Bladderfish? You're not a bladderfish.
Plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da. That's bladderfish there. Hello. Need 2 bladderfish to make 2 air bladders so that we don't have to rely on bladderfish later in the run for oxygen.
Found the drop pod.
You are slow to the pod though.
New blueprint synthesized.
That's okay. So we made the copper wire early. You only need the copper wire by the time you make the sea glide on our next trip back. But if you can make it early, that's always helpful.
Well, Sam,
Deposit
I guess
all
I
but
might as
1
well gather some
titanium
clues
and
research
leave.
before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as
So
easy
we're
to
looking
spot as Will
for
said.
3 sea glide fragments to start a run.
All Terra supply
Head towards
casually
1
alive.
guaranteed sea glide to make it a little bit easier. So we need to find 2 randoms, either on the way there or way back. We do not want to be going too far out of our way though, so there's only a limited path that I go down. And of course we want to be collecting material on the way. There's 1. Drop this, we only need 6 sea clusters for the run. You can say only like that, it's not very many, it's quite a few. Ideally you don't want to take too much damage, because we have to be careful about that later. And of course there's a hardcore run, so dying is not recommended. Any sea glide will do. There's no sea glide for you. Sadness. Go again. So that's another sea spawn. So
That
off
did
we go.
not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
Over here, jump. It's already getting too warm in here. Today's not even one of the hotter days that we're getting. I'm already dying. It's fine, it's only going to be a light breezy 32 tomorrow. And then 38 and 39 on Monday and Tuesday respectively. That's what you want to hear. 38, 39 in the UK. Nah. Stop it. Just heckin' stop it. Running is quicker than swimming unless you faceplant into the ice, so don't worry about that. But it is quicker than swimming. But jumping is slow, so we don't jump unless absolutely necessary.
Ribbon plants contain
Where'd that
electrolytic
bladderfish go?
materials that can be used in energy storage.
I do need 2 bladderfish for the run, but I can get them while creating sea glide fragments. Get to the life pod before 1:30.
Drop pod.
For some reason the fabricator doesn't work properly. And copper, 2 wiring kits, and a scanner. Deposit all titanium bar 1,
Well, Sam,
and
I
leave.
guess I might as well gather some
Well,
tools
all
and
titanium
resources
and lead
before
bar
starting
1,
my
but we
search.
didn't have any lead.
Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
All
Need
Terra
3 sea
supply
glides
cache
to start a
nearby.
run, which is why we head towards 1 guaranteed sea glide. Over here, so we have to find 2 extra random ones on our either way there or back. But they can't be too far out of the way because that would be slow. Is that one there that I saw? No, it was an MVB. MVB also useful, but not necessarily a run starter.
New blueprints
We need 6 seed
synthesized.
clusters. Those are all grav traps. This is our guaranteed sea glide. The amount of grav traps concerns me. Usually that means this isn't it. I also need you.
New creature discovered.
I also might have drowned.
New blueprint synthesized.
And we're still missing sea glides, so this isn't a run. Yeah, that is an 8 spawn. Useful for survival runs, useless for hardcore. Well, useless if you want to do the prawn suit route. Well, unless there's some extra stuff that I don't know about A-Spawn in terms of resource gathering,
Not go as planned.
because you need so
I
much for
should
the
find a
prawn
way into
suit
the water and get to the drop
in the
pod.
early sections. I don't think it's usable. Because you need the gold and silver, because you need the Allen trip to get your copper and titanium and stuff. And there just isn't enough space in your back pocket. I'm gonna grab an extra gold. Get out of there. Just need 4 silver, 4 gold for a run. Which we've got both. Need 2 lead, we've got 1. We have 1. Swimming on the surface is quicker than swimming under the surface. And running is quicker than swimming, but jumping is slow, so we won't be doing that unless absolutely necessary. 2 bladderfish
New creature discovered.
to make 2 air bladders so that I don't have to worry about using bladderfish for oxygen later in the run, like you might in survival.
New blueprint synthesized. Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be
I just
used
make sure I
in
don't
energy
forget my
storage.
bladderfish because I've lost many runs to just forgetting them. You?
Found the drop pod.
2 batteries, hopefully a copper wire for the ideal run. There we go. 2 wiring kits and a scanner. Put away everything bar 1
Well, Sam,
titanium.
I guess I might as well gather some tools and
And go.
resources before starting my
And by
search.
everything I don't mean everything, I mean lead and titanium.
Spot as Lil said.
All Terra supply cache nearby.
To start a run, you need 3 sea glides, so we head towards a guaranteed sea glide over here. The other 2 have to be random spawns that we get either on the way there or the way back,
Should be able to use this.
while collecting resources, of course. Need 6 seed clusters. Ugh. Get out of there.
Blueprint synthesized.
And here's our guaranteed sea glide. Quick check over here and then up. I mean, I shouldn't go for bladderfish, we haven't got sea glads. This is a... It's not a run. That one ain't it. Alrighty. So another sea spinning, at least those are plentiful.
Smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
Yup. Oh, we'll grab that. Why not? I tend to grab almost everything I see along the back, just for the sake of then it is grabbed. It can speed up later and I don't have to worry about resources as
New
much.
creature discovered.
So we need four silver,
New blueprint synthesized.
4 gold from in there. Unfortunately we're on 4 and 1, which is terrible. Because it means I have to remember gold when we go down to get Alan. And not only 1, but 2 of them. We'll do our best. We need 2 bladderfish. Ooh, I'm gonna drown. We need 2 bladderfish to make 2 air bladders so we don't have to rely on bladderfish later in the run for breathing. And running is faster than swimming, but jumping is very slow, so we will not be jumping unless we absolutely have to.
That can be used in energy storage.
We want to be in the lifeboat at roughly 1:30. We're a bit slow because I dilly-dallied with the gold and silver and stopped to collect resources.
Found the drop pod.
Let's make 2 batteries, hopefully a copper wire if we can, but if not, that's not too much of a problem. And 2 wiring kits. And a scanner, drop
Well
all
said.
lead and
I
all
guess
but
I
1
might as well gather
titanium,
some tools and resources before starting my search.
and head off.
That radio tower's as easy to spot as
To start a run, we need 3 sea glide fragments, so we head towards a guaranteed one right off the bat. The other 2 will have to come from random spawns, either on the way or on the way back. There's one over there. Ideal, obviously, would be to get 3 randoms and not have to go all the way down to the guaranteed. But you can't really just reset for that because you'd be here for hours and probably still not get one. And there's enough other stuff that goes wrong in the run that that would just not be good. You just never get a run in. Nope, no gravs. Nothing here. Is that one there? Oh, it's really unhelpful placement. I might just have to use one of my bladderfish. Or do we make it? Nah, we make that. That's fine. So swimming along the surface is also quicker than swimming underneath, so we'll make use of that. It's only quicker until you get the sea glide, and then you won't be doing it again. Okay. So we're going to make ourselves full silicon rubber. Two lubricant. We need 2 glass for the run, but it doesn't matter if I can't make both of them now. Oh, jeez. It's fine. We need fins, knife, 2 air bladders.
If you are tired of hearing the
and a sea glide.
The air bladder provides a significant upward
Put everything in
thrust
storage,
to help
that
you
on.
get to air faster.
We had 1 glass and 1 lead. We made the battery, so we only need 6 copper. And we do need 2 gold. No, I didn't even pick up what dropped. Never mind. If it was titanium, I'm not particularly bothered. Because you get so much titanium compared to other stuff. Now we've got to look for fragments for this run. We need not only the completed sea glide, we also need the sea truck, MVB, and the prawn suit to actually get all the right materials available to us at the right points in time.
Source
1,
of transmission
2,
depth
3,
calculated at
4,
approximately 200 meters.
5, 6. So you really do need a lot of fragments. Now, unfortunately, they are all randomized apart from the prawn suit. There's one. However, to minimize time spent looking for fragments, we do take a route that guarantees at least 1 free sea truck and 1 free MVB. So I only technically need to find 2 randoms of each. But even then, that's still a task. That's quartz. Whatever, I'll grab the salt, that's fine. And that is a sea truck. We need quartz. So we now have 1 of each. There we go. We have sufficient MVB that we could start a run. We just need 1 sea truck. I would like to be here a little early, so we're going to need very quick lithium. Ideally, I'd want to be heading down there at about 6:10 rather than 6:20. Grab the battery. Down here we need 2 lithium, 2 diamonds, and it is the backup for if I don't get sufficient gold. At the start, lithium. That's a diamond, that's a diamond, that's a lithium. So lithium can be a surprising time loss. Just because you have to get it here, and if it just doesn't spawn, it doesn't spawn. And that is just it. Right, so we've got to find ourselves a sea truck. We'll scan this, so we don't have to get the guaranteed MVB, because it's a little bit out of the way. And that looks like a sea truck to me. Okay, so now we just head in.
New blueprint synthesized. New technology
It's
acquired.
not quite the normal way in because we went looking for sea truck, but we get there all the same. Does mean I don't know where we are time-wise, but that's okay. We'll work it out soon enough. Do a little bit of parkour to make sure we get there as quickly as possible. Hop and hop, run over here and down, and keep going.
What is all this?
I don't know what time we're at.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
Who knows? The important thing is we've got all our fragments and we have probably some
You
good
don't have a
resources.
physical presence. Are you one of them?
This is the chance to check. Make sure that everything is on my preferred keybinds for the rest of the run. So we have all the copper we need, we have gold, we have salt, we have diamonds, lithium, lead. The only thing we are missing, arguably, would be an extra quartz, so we can make another glass.
Now, my equipment is borrowed.
So we'll have to grab one of those on the way back, otherwise we're good. We're behind, but we're good. Yeah, ideally I want to be here before 8:50, because it's...
Yes, okay. Hurry.
but anywhere around 9 minutes is pretty much okay. Obviously faster is better because it's time I can't get back, but I'm not deeply offended by a 9-minute start. I think fastest I've ever managed is what, 8:34 or something like that. So there's only about 20-ish seconds more available in the start, but
Why do you sound like you're
I believe those
excited
kind of
by
times were from fragments just handed to you on a plate in like super quick starts.
a heart in
So
my head? I offered you my
we had to do a little bit of hunting
Oh no.
for our truck.
Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component.
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me. Hello? This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
Alright, let's go. So now we just got to run back, get in the water as quickly as possible, and get out of here. We do need to find 1 quartz and collect 2 creep vine on the way back. But otherwise, we're good. Jump across the bridge because it's quicker. And then just keep running. Don't jump off this ledge because, again, jumping is slow. And then we're off. Keep it nice and tight for speed reasons, and aim at the oxygen plant. Or O2 plant, or whatever it's called. Oxygen plant? Oxygen plant. Now, ideally, I want to be... Yeah, oxygen plant. I want to be back at the life pod well, around 12 minutes. It's not necessarily always possible, based on if I have to stop to look for stuff. But we don't have to look for very much, so we might be okay. Looking for quartz. I need to drop a titanium so I have space.
New blueprint synthesized.
Any quartz will do. There's one. Yeah, back before 12 is very ambitious. So anywhere before 12:20 is good. Whoop. Then we start our crafting. We need 2 ingots, fiber mesh. We have to make 2 enameled glass for the sake of our prawn suit, and later upgrades full prawn suit. We have to make our remaining 3 copper wire. Then we've got to empty the box behind us. Whoop. And then we're back in here. We'll make the 2nd ingot and 2nd enameled glass. 3 computer chips. A power cell. Then we're onto our equipment. Need to make a rebreather. Take the battery out of our scanner. Use that battery to make the builder. Take the knife off the hotbar. Very nice. And then MVB. While that's making, we're going to come out and go down and get these roots for right at the end. Battery out of this, battery into this. Grab the MVB and leave. And off we go.
No bed, no storage, no place to put a fabricator module. No fun.
So we attempt to try and collect resources across the top of this as we go, but there was basically nothing, which is very rude. And then we line ourselves up and head towards the Delta Island. That was a very nice lightning flash. So where we're looking is to go to the copper mining facility to get our prawn suit. Luckily, those fragments are always in the same place, so you don't have to worry about them being randomized. But you do have to get through the thermal vents, which aren't necessarily kind. You'll see a little light patch right by my cursor. That is that's the dock for the Delta Island. We line up just a little bit to the left of that to find our right hole. We do still need an extra gold, which we can get on our way in here, but it's not necessary. And occasionally there is lithium spawned about here as well, but very unlikely. I also think I just swam past some, but it's fine. Whoa. So we don't want to face check too many thermal blasts because Robin is not indestructible. Are you serious? But we only have a limited amount of oxygen, so we've got to keep going at some point, otherwise we will drown. But we also have to be careful to not take too much damage because the ice worms are a thing. And if you do not know, the ice worms do just execute you if you are below a certain amount of health, which is really unhelpful if you take too much damage from the thermal vents. There's a diamond. Okay, so while we're down here, we're getting ourselves 4. We're not going through the thing, apparently. We're get ourselves 4 prawn suit fragments, and then look for 5 rubies and 3 diamonds. The rubies and diamonds are not explicitly required by the end of the mines, but it'd be very helpful to get as many as possible. Particularly the rubies, because they can be a real run killer later. There's only one other place to get them, and it's usually a pain in the ass. You also have to be careful about being punched, because we do not have very much health. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We're running low on the old O2. There's another ruby. I think that's 3 now. 3 and 1. And hello there. Don't mind me. And that is our prawn suit. This is now just about getting out of here as soon as possible. Remember that we need 2 rubies and 2 diamonds later in the run. Or maybe it's more, maybe less diamonds, because I think I miscounted. But we'll check that while the prawn suit is making. We'll get ourselves all the way up to the top. We'll swim over here to make our prawn suit. Please don't be coming after me. That would be a real shame if you were. So ideally, I want the prawn suit on the ice by 18 minutes at least. It's not always possible, but drop that. We have 6, so we just need all up. Yeah, okay. While we're here, we can look for gold, but I'm not seeing any. Oh, I've just about missed. Okay. Oh, we're still missing. Nope. Oh, my god, prawn suit, stop. Well, we've got to put the jet jump upgrade in, or the jump jet upgrade. I can't remember which way around those 2 words go. And then off we go. So we're going to hop ourselves along the icebergs, because travelling in the air is just quicker than in the water. Unfortunately, sometimes the game decides that you don't get the joys of sight, and will just screw you to a point that you can't play the game. I can't see where I'm going. This is impossible. And it's basically ended the run. Where are we? There. Jeez. So this run is pretty much over. Due to impossible to see-ness. Yeah, no. That's not a run. For whatever reason, sometimes the game just decides that you get weather that is just impossible to play with. I don't appreciate that. But welcome to speedrunning below zero. It sucks. And that's an ace one. Yeah, we're at a point where I can't afford to really fall off the icebergs anymore.
Hi!
Oh, hello.
Don't know people today.
It's been somewhat quiet today.
That's okay. People are probably dying from the heat.
I am struggling.
Yes, you are quite warm. Also, I think I'm tasting something in my mouth, so I think I accidentally got something in there.
Very proud.
No. I'm gonna go on a walk. I haven't heard from Bailey yet, though, so I don't know when she's shaving my
I do not know. Oh, you're getting emotes before you disappear.
I'm getting emote. Yay!
Hi, lady first.
Hi. And to think I was just about to leave.
No, that's peaceful.
How is Lady First today?
Let me just reset the first 4 seconds or so.
I'm happy with that. Yay! People seem to be like very enthusiastic about my presence. I'm not sure how
As
I feel.
they should be.
Well,
See, now you know how I feel about the Fiji people.
that's true. It's true. People I've never met and they seem so excited.
I mean, to be fair, technically I've never met them either, but at least I have
they're still
spent.
your people.
I've spent copious hours chatting with them. Yeah, there's a difference. That's also not a sea spawn. Where will sea spawns go?
I don't know.
We were getting sea spawns, and now they're gone. There we go, there's a sea spawn.
It's just like a looking board.
Yeah, it's completely round. I don't know if it's actually 1 in 3, but there are 3 options.
I should find a way into the water and get to
And
the
sometimes
drop
it feels like it's 1 in 3, sometimes it feels like it's 1 in 10, sometimes it feels like it's 7 in 1. Like, sometimes you just get them back to back for hours, and other times you don't get them for 20 minutes.
Oh,
Which is
very strange.
interesting.
Oh, I mean, it keeps the game interesting.
Not really resetting the first 4
Oh.
seconds over and over again. Hey May, how are you? Everyone's showing up as soon as you came in the door.
Well, I have a present some people.
Oh yeah. I should put it in the stream title. Potential for housemate.
That's really interesting. Yeah, hi. I love how much like love I get. People I've never met before. And how accurate that emote is.
It's crazy good. Oh jeez.
Like the shirt. I mean, not like the shirt, but the
Materials
shirt.
that can be used
Yeah.
in energy storage.
You've been asked how you are and with how both of us are.
Down the drop pod.
I'm melting. It's too hot. And it's only going to get worse.
Can I say your current attire?
Oh yeah, no, you feel free.
Okay. He's in his boxes.
To be fair, I stream most of my streams in not very much clothing.
Well, Sam,
I don't know how your audience feel about that.
I'm comfortable. Also, this room in the last few months has just been really warm.
All Terra supply cache nearby.
And even if it's not really warm, I then usually stream in a comfort blanket instead, which has that same effect. And also there is just no camera, so it's fine.
Yes.
Should be able to use this.
I'm also.
Yes, I agree. Heat's
Yeah.
bad.
Thing is, I don't mind it to a point. Like, I like the fact that sun heat comes the sun. Because the sun makes me happy.
Yeah, agree.
But like, the sun also makes me sleepy
Yes.
and melty. When I'm hot, I'm always good.
Yeah. No, like, I know I struggle with heat just in general, but I don't mind when it's like a hot, nice day outside, as long as I didn't have to come inside and it be almost as hot so that I can't then cool down. That's the real issue. I didn't get sea glides today. No. That's the bigger issue. Like, I could handle 25 to 30 degree heat outside because it's just, well, I don't go outside at the peak times of day. But when inside it is hitting above 25 degrees and there's nothing we can do about it, that's where the problem is. That be the issue. And I'm not looking forward to Monday or Tuesday.
But Tuesday.
Well, last I checked, Monday was meant to be 38 and Tuesday 39. So they're basically on par now.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into
Yes,
the water.
send
and get to the
help.
drop pod.
I've invested in lots of ice cream and cool things, and electrolyte-filled drinks, and
Meals
that don't require me to do lots of cooking. Because you do not want to be stood in a kitchen with a gas hob burning away stuff. Like, nah. No, that's not what you need in
New creature
nearly
discovered.
40. Salad for days, exactly. That's the idea. You know, I clicked lots of things there. I don't know if all of them were good.
Day. Yeah.
Exactly, all my days.
Salad, smoothie type things, iced type things.
Just ice in general.
Munch on some ice.
Ah, well, here's some. There we go.
Yes, that's exactly the ice I want.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
Ugh,
You just
Down the
died.
drop pod.
thank you.
Okay. I will love you immediately because I've now been in the house for like longer than I would have hoped, and it is not
Well,
so
Sam,
peak of
I
some
guess I
time
might as
that I'm
well gather
likely
some
to
tools and
burn,
resources before
but still
starting
enough
my
that I
search.
can enjoy it.
Yeah,
Depending on
yeah.
what we do.
Sea glide.
Spot
Okay.
is a little sad.
Fun.
Like there's some air. There's not a
All
lot of
Terra
air.
supply cache nearby.
No.
Well, cold air anyway.
Yeah, yes, there is no cold air in this house.
Bye. I'm glad I got to talk to you. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
I'm glad before you came back I removed the spam
Should be able to use
thing
this.
that might have got people accidentally banned for spamming stuff. Because that might have got a few people accidentally banned. Fortunately, I removed that, so it's fine. But yes. Housemate is back and she comes and pops into streams again. It's delightful. It would have been quite sad. People tried to celebrate the arrival of Housemate and get temporarily banned. Ooh. Yeah, you do, exactly. That would have been really unfortunate if I hadn't thought that far ahead. And your paying to be here is also very much appreciated. I don't have enough stuff, so it's fine. I just gotta nurse the grindstone and get back to probably not breaking world record today. So probably dying in the last 10 minutes of the run. That took ages to load.
You got this! I believe in you!
Smokes.
Yeah.
That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water.
There's always
to the drop
potential
pod.
because we're fairly good at this now. Just need it all to click, which it didn't before. The most recent people turned up. We fell off the icebergs because we couldn't see. Because it decided zero visibility is what we needed. Not what we needed. I like being able to see. I tend to find it. Oh, that's not a lot of silver. No, wrong way around. That's a lot of silver, not a lot of gold. So we do need to pick up the gold later. But I should also actually get back to doing now that the egg has wandered off. It's one of those, you wouldn't think of it as a major problem initially, because so much of it you spend underwater. But yes, particularly for prawn suit nonsense where I want to line stuff up nicely, weather controls will be amazing. And I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Found the drop pod.
Just always have the clearest day possible so you can just see everything.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower.
So I think I only have one run that's stayed standing where I actually couldn't see at a point, and it was I think it was flying across the waterfall at the end, where I did it blind. But that's a really limited movement area anyway, where I just glue myself to a wall and jump across it. It's not quite the same as getting across icebergs that you can fall off in any direction. Okay, there's no sea glides, is there?
New blueprint synthesized.
Oh, no, my fish! That's the issue with it having on a different button.
Should be able to use this.
I'm pretty sure this isn't her. Yeah, there's no sea glides. What's the temperature at the moment? It's about 25 outside. 25 isn't awful. That's peaceful. 25 is acceptable. It's when it ramps up into the 30s I'm displeased. Right. Let's do this. Right, how much water is in this bottle? Soon I may need to go and do a water bottle swap over break. Because I seem to have drunk a lot of my water already. That's a beast one. Right, give me the good spawn. The ones that I like. That's not it. That's an A spawn. Good for survival, not good for hardcore. For creature aggression. Yes! Then we won't lose runs to Crunch just eating us at the end. Oh my... I'm not upset. I would never be upset. Stupid Crunch. Yes, also for the main Subnautica, just to dial back the horror elements a little bit.
I should find a way into the water
If I
and into the
remember
drop pod.
previous conversations correctly. Alright, here we go. Ditch the water, collect as much as we can, including two bladderfish. So we make 2 air bladders so we don't have to rely on bladderfish for oxygen later in the run. Towards a cave with gold and silver in it. We need 4 of each. However, we only need 3 gold early on, so if we get less, that is fine. Wonderful. Was that everything? I think that was everything. Yes, good maths. Well done. Congratulations, brain. It was. I mean, it happens. I think I did dive a little early, so we were easy to get. Running is a bit quicker than swimming, so we'll do that as much as possible. There's a sea glide there, wonderful. But yeah, it was just... Oh. That's one of those where technically it's not my fault because I got eaten by the thing that always chases me. But I feel like I probably could have dived a bit later and we probably would have been okay. Which is sad. It's more upsetting than like something just not, the resources not being there, because then the run just wasn't going to happen irrelevant.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather
But that
some
one,
tools and
that
resources
could have
before
been it.
starting my search.
We do have both bladderfish. We saw a sea glide, so we only need 1 more of our 3 sea glides that we need to start the run. We head towards 1 guaranteed sea glide that is always there, so we only need 2 randos, like the one we saw earlier. And let's go. We'll just collect everything we see, because collecting things is good for you. And look, there's a sea glide. Wonderful. You know, I can't remember when this conversation was brought up about sea monkeys and their presence in this area, and my scanner never being stolen. But ever since that moment, I kind of feel like I've re-noticed how many sea monkeys there are in this area. And now it kind of astounds me that I haven't had my scanner stolen at any point. They do appear to be everywhere. I can't remember how long ago that conversation was. Right, swimming along the surface is that little bit quicker until you get to the sea glide. And there you are. Oh, inventory full, I see. I'm already holding everything. Oopsies. So we need to make 4 silicon rubber, 2 lubricant, and some glass. I did that in the different order because I realised I'd forgotten to count how many silicon rubber I'd collect. Yeah, so we need 2 glass for the whole run, so being able to make those nice and early is fantastic news for us. We need copper wire, this, that, this. One of them's. Some of that.
Oxygen. The air bladder provides a significant upward thrust to help you get to air faster.
Some of this good stuff, and leave.
Is a personal transportation device
Whoop, there we go.
used for high-speed free diving. Contains a built-in light and map.
Oh, no, I can't reach my bottle. I will grab my bottle when I get a chance. This. We made glass, so quartz is not a super relevant. Lead, I don't remember having lead. So we might get a spare lead. Alright, while we're down here we need fragments for the sea truck and the MVP. We only need 2 randoms of each. because we go past a guaranteed one for
That
each of
sounds
them.
like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
We need 6 table coral so that we can make our 3 computer chips. That's another sea truck. It's around 1 and 1 at the moment. And then I just have to make sure that I do not drown. Drowning would be the heckin' sad. One of those, nothing there. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything there. See if we can get ourselves a spare lead just in case. So I'm paranoid. Okay, there's a sea truck here, so we're done on sea trucks, just MVB now. Like this one right here. We now have sufficient fragments to do the run. Did I need gold? No, this is a run where I got 4 and 4. Because I got 5 of 4 and I dropped 1. I think. So while we're down here we need this battery, 2 diamonds and 2 lithium. Lithium can be a pain in the butt. But there's not a lot I can really do about that. It's just either here or it's not. There's 1. There's 1. There's 1. Okay. Well, that's sad. Where am I facing? I've lost where I'm facing. There's not even lithium here. Okay, this isn't a run. There's not lithium. Right, where's that hydration? There we go. And did I miss a follow? Am I the blind? And or deaf? I did miss a follow. I'm sorry. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. I don't know. Did the alert sound not go? I don't know. I didn't hear it. Maybe I just missed it. Oh, that time is still going. Because I heard the oof and I saw the hydrate. I didn't hear the... Oh, my bad. Another sea smoke, so let's go.
Smokes. That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
I think do one more start and then I need to go and swap out my water bottle for the other one. Right, so we'll collect as much as we can along this back wall on our way to our gold and silver. We need to get 2 bladderfish for the run so we can make 2 air bladders so I don't have to worry about using bladderfish later for oxygen reasons. We need 4 gold and silver for a run, but we only need 1. We only need only need 3 gold at the start, so getting the 4th one later is fine. Swimming along the surface is quicker than not, so we'll do that for a little bit. And running is quicker than swimming, but jumping is slow, so we won't be doing that unless absolutely necessary.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in
I
energy
need
storage.
you. We try to be at the life pod before 1 minute 30, and that's generally a good start.
Found the drop pod.
We make 2 batteries. We hope to make the copper wire, but if we can't make it initially, that's fine. 2 wiring kits and a scanner. Whoop. Helps if I click the button. Put all lead and all but one titanium away. And there is a sea glide. We need 3 sea glides to start a run, which is why we head towards a guaranteed sea glide over there. Means we only have to find 2 random ones either on the way there or way back. Like that one we just saw. Obviously the ideal is to get 3 random ones, because that's quicker than having to go all the way down to get the non-random one. But if you wait around for that, you never do any runs, so...
New blueprint synthesized.
And that's an egg. That's not helpful. I need 6 seed clusters. I realized I just did that and I didn't say anything. Sea glide in my new favorite spot? Nope. Get the quartz. Sea glide? Any sea glides. Any sea glides will do. That's a sea glide. I'm heading over for you. Perfect. Now, do we have everything else that we need? We have the copper for a copper wire. We have 2 bladderfish. Perfect. So we have a run. So 1, 2, 3, 4 rubber, 2 lubricant, and we do need 2 glass for the run, but it doesn't matter if we can't make it all now because we can make the extra one later. We do need a copper wire by this point so that we can make our sea glide. It is more important than the battery. Knife, 2 air bladders, as previously mentioned.
If you are tired of hearing
And
oxygen, the air bladder
the sea glide.
provides a significant
Everything away,
upward thrust
so we have
to
lots
help
of
you
space to
get
carry
away
things. That on
faster.
5. We have 2 lead, we have 1 glass, and we need 7 copper because we didn't make the battery. Was I short gold? I've already can't remember. No, I'm not short gold because I got 3 because I talked about I can get the next one. Oh, that's a copper. I can get the next one later because it does not matter. I said those words, I remember saying them. Ah, perfect. You. Is it fragments is next, isn't it? So we need all the fragments for the sea truck and MVP while we're down here. Because of the route we take, we only need to find 2 of each random, because we find 1 guaranteed of each as backup. We need the builder, water to keep us going, because it's very hot at the moment, so people need to remember to hydrate. Very important. That is the thing I can scan. I need to remember to hydrate. There, I feel like I've been hydrating well, and then I still haven't been drinking enough. I go through like 4 bottles of water in 3 hours and I'm still not hydrated enough. It's not good. Anyway. We just keep on going, keep our eyes out for any easy fragments that we can see. Can't see any. Keep going. Any down here, any here. Sea truck. Whoever crashed this into the wall was having a really bad day. Any over here? Nothing. Let's go down. So while we're down here, we're looking for 2 diamonds, 2 lithium, and a battery. And it's the backup spot for gold, but we don't need the gold, so we're fine. Lithium can be a pain, so please, oh please, let there be lithium for me. That's diamond, that's a diamond, that's also a diamond. There's 1 lithium. Nope, nope, are we getting... Yep, we're getting 0 lithium again. Okay. That's a lithium. Okay, we'll go, because we got it, well, not super quick, but it's not run ending. What might be run ending is the lack of fragments. I think we're still short an MVB, right? It's a rock. Rock, rock, rock. Okay, well, we'll go in, since I risk that there might be an MVB in here, because sometimes there just is. But no, we're not that fortunate.
Sanctuary power critical.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking, we're running out of time.
What is all this?
Security emergency storage.
Let's grab ourselves one of
I
them.
can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage needs.
And check how we're doing on everything. Knife,
We will be lost
that.
unless we find a new host.
Eat you.
Can you help?
The quartz
Can
is
you
necessarily.
use my PDA for storage?
Don't need a whole bunch. Copper, we are on 6, so we only need 1. Titanium, we've got quite a lot. Okay, we're doing okay. It's just
No,
this.
my equipment
Oh
is,
no, we're still missing a sea truck as well. Oh, this run's probably dead then.
How long have you been stored here?
Unless there's a whole bunch available to us immediately,
Sanctuary power critical.
I don't hold high hopes.
Can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Storage meter accepted. Brace for transfer.
Brace. What's happening?
Transfer. Transfer complete. How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA. Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component.
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me. Hello? This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
Alright, so we need one of each pretty much immediately, or I've just got to cut this. And then I'm going to quickly go grab go and get my other water bottle. Before we carry on. Yeah. Odds are I'm definitely not streaming tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, because this room will be unusable. I'm not sure how much my PC wants to boot up and run stuff in that either. I don't think it'll even... I think it would just crash and overheat. That would be the not good. Yeah, there's nothing here. There's MBBs, but we still need a sea truck. So that's not a run. Right. I'm gonna quickly go grab my other water bottle, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. have returned. I'm wearing cold water, which is always nice. Let's do this. So back comfortably in the chair. That's nice. That's not a thing we like. Thank you. Thank you. Sea spawn, here we go.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
Yup. Bladderfish, we need 2 bladderfish for the run, so we can make 2 air bladders, so I don't have to worry about bladderfish for oxygen later, like we do in survival. Collect as many rocks as we can, just because we need a lot of materials. So we tend to grab whatever we see, within reason. We need 4 gold and 4 silver for the entire run, so we make sure that we get them there, but you don't necessarily need all 4 gold at the start, because you only need 3. That's a betrayal there. That's a sea glide, but it's too early, and we cannot use. Yoink. And yoink. Swimming on the surface is quicker, and running is quicker than swimming. The jumping is slow, so we won't be doing any jumping, unless absolutely necessary.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
This is kind of a very bad door. I was watching Salva's stream the other day and talking about would we ever reach a point where we would reset a spawn based on the direction of the door, because it can cost you multiple seconds having to swim the wrong way around the pod, around the starting areas. I thought that was a very interesting conversation.
Well, Sam,
because I don't think we're anywhere near that quick yet. Ooh, sea glide. Do need 3 sea glides to start a run, which is why we head towards a guaranteed sea glide right off the bat. And you need 2 random, like that, before you get there and or before you get back, to actually start to run. We currently have enough to start one, but a 3rd rando would be extra juicy. And there is a 3rd one. Okay, we definitely have a run. Here we go. Getting the 3rd rando is generally quicker than having to go down to the guaranteed one, for reference purposes. What do I have? What am I missing? I am missing a bladderfish. So let's not forget that, because I have lost many good starts to that. Come here, little fishy. Grab it by the face. There we go. Let's ideally not drown getting back to the pod either, that would be embarrassing. So we make ourselves 4 silicone rubber. Perfect. I knew that emote would come in handy. It's the Subnautica version of grabbing life by the scruff of the neck. You just gotta grab the bladderfish by its face. I don't know. I didn't think through that sentence before I started talking. It's fine. Everything away. We do not have a lot of stuff. Okay, so we have lead, but we don't have... Did I have both lead? I couldn't tell. We'll get an extra lead to be careful. We do still need 7 copper. We did need glass. So we need... I believe I had 1 quartz, so I need minimum 3. And we've got the spare lead that I was worried about. 7 copper. Otherwise we're in a good give me that. Thank you. We're in a good give me that. Thank you. That's where we are. Okay, so we're on to fragments. We need all the fragments for the MVB and the sea truck for us to actually have a run going. It's not quite as simple as just getting the sea glide.
That sounds like
We
a
do need
distress
3
call.
of each, but we only technically need 2 randoms because we're going to use a guaranteed spawn of each to help us on our way. 4, 5. I should have come over here. It's fine. I wasn't paying attention. I was the stinky small brain. I'm quite often the stinky small brain, so that's okay. We're used to that. We head down here, get some oxygen, and look for a fragment. Hey, look, a fragment. So there's one. We need at least 1 more MVB, and I believe at least 2 more. Well, yeah, we need 2 more sea trucks. That's a laser cutter, rock, and a rock. That's lead. Ooh, that's the quartz I need. There we go. Nothing there. Anything over there that I can see? Not yet. Not there. Laser cutter. I do need salt actually. Come here. And nothing here either. Oh, fantastic. So we still need 3 fragments. Oh, that's how we like to play this. To be fair, we are ahead of 6 minutes to this point. So we have time to burn. I would just rather not be burning it. Because, why did I say I have time to burn before we get to the looking for lithium? Down here we need 2 diamonds and 2 lithium. Lithium can be a pain, but it's the only place you can get it, so you just have to suck it up and deal with it. Unfortunately, sometimes it's very kind and you can get it instantly, other times lithium just isn't here, and the run ends. But we have both our lithium, so we can carry on and be somewhat happy. And then we've got to go look for, what, 1 MVB and 2 trucks of sea. Nothing there. I already know there's nothing there. I looked there. Is that a sea truck there? There is a sea truck there. That's an MVB. Okay. So it's just a truck we're missing? Well, that's an MVB. Let's just take it and go in, and then we'll hope that there's a sea truck over there. I don't think there was a sea truck over there. I don't really have a solution for this problem. Oh, I want to be able to use this start because we got such a good from the off, but we may not get a sea truck.
Hello? Is someone there?
Intermemories. We're running out of time.
What is all this?
We're basically caught up now on time
I can help you better if you show yourself.
because of all the looking for fragments. It's kind of sad.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
5, 1, and 3.
Unless we find a new host.
Consume you. And we still need 1 more
PDA
copper
for
as well.
storage?
You were not with the group from before.
Otherwise we're doing fine.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
It will have to do.
How
Let me
long
just,
have you
let
been
me just
stored here?
double check.
Longer than that.
Yeah, just need this. Oh, we're jumping. We're jumping still. It's fine.
Our data can be downloaded from the terminal.
It will? Oh, fantastic.
Transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurry.
Because it's so much better in this. I didn't realize until I went back and played the original with like mods and stuff. Kind of how not helpful the original air bladder is. It doesn't really propel you up that quickly. You can't use it for oxygen. It's just a bit of a, yeah. I don't know why it's
How do you feel?
Why do
It's
you
one of those,
sound like
use
you're
it so much in this. It's like, well, why did I never use it casually when I played the original? Like, it seems so useful. And then you go back, it's like, oh,
heart in my head?
I see, I remember now.
Get
This makes sense.
No. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component.
I'm glad that they're addressing stuff
We
like
will
that.
allow you a moment to
It's good.
process.
Don't you go silent on me. Hello?
So we just got to find a sea truck very, very quickly. If not, we're just abandoning the run, because
That's the explanation. It's not happening.
if there isn't a sea truck, there isn't a sea truck. There's only so much time I can afford to waste. Oh! Don't step on the crabs, it puts you in a real spin. Right, time to go. That's not what we're after. It's an MVB. No, this isn't a run. Heckin' stinky. That's not it. Which is unfortunate, because those were such good sea glides. They were so good. But if there aren't sea truck stuff, then we were never going to get anywhere anyway. So it does not matter. Those are the ones where I kind of wish I was running survival, because that would just be a really good start. And that would just be that. Not a whole extra layer of randomness that you have to get through first. Oh well. It's fine. There we go. And a wonderful sea spawn. That's what we like to see.
Smokes.
Swim.
That did not go as planned. I should find a way
I
into the water and
apologize.
get to the drop pod.
Get across the rocks and into the water as quickly as possible so that we can get going. Need to collect as many resources as we can because we need a metric very lots. Want to make sure that we remember to collect our 2 bladderfish so we can make 2 air bladders for the sake of not having to use bladderfish for oxygen later in the run, like survival. Whoop, yoink.
New creature discovered.
Here, thank you. Head into this cave to get our gold and silver. We need 4 of each for the run,
Blueprint synthesized.
but we did not, so we do need to get 1 extra gold later when we go to collect Alan. We do only need 3 gold at the start and 1 much, much later, so it is not that big of an issue as long as I remember. Swimming along the surface is quicker than not, and running is quicker than swimming, but jumping is slow, so we won't be doing that unless absolutely necessary. Aha. I'm getting better at this whole informing people of what I'm doing and why. It's starting to click. And we want to be at the life pod before 1:30, and that's a generally good start.
Found the drop pod.
So we're going to make 2 batteries and hope to make a copper wire, but if we can't, that's okay. Because we only need it by the time we have the sea glide. We need 2 wiring kits and a scanner, because you can't really do anything in this game without one.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search.
So to start a run, you do need 3 sea glide fragments, which is why we head directly towards the guaranteed one at the start. Does mean that you have to find 2 randomized ones as well, I don't have an example yet, so we'll drop that. It is also obviously quicker to get 3 randomized ones before you get back to the life pod, because in general they are quicker to grab than the guaranteed one. But if you waited around for that, you'd never get a run in, so can't be caught doing that.
Synthesized.
Yeah. Maybe this is why I went through my water so quickly, is because I don't usually talk this rapidly about so much stuff during the run. You know, that's probably it. That's probably what I've done to myself. Ooh. That's probably why my throat is in disorder. Oh, hello, we're jumping on liquid. We didn't get another sea glide, did we? So that is not a run. I do feel I should be more informative with my speedruns, because I'm not particularly a lot of the time. There's something South said in the stream of, it just makes it more clear for people that don't know the game or whatever. Just, what am I doing? That is, oh, and my bottle has leaked all over me. God damn it, that's cold. That's so cold. Which is nice, but also not nice. Yeah, it's fine. That is also a spawn. We do not like a spawn here. Good for survival, bad for hardcore. Pretty sure the survival world record still stands in a spawn, if I remember correctly. If anyone needs proof that it's usable, go watch that. But of course, watch the stream first. And there's a sea spawn.
Smokes. That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
Let's get ourselves over rocks and into the water as quickly as we can and start gathering materials. And we do have to make sure that we remember to grab our 2 bladderfish and other things of da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, 50 crazy. I feel like
New creature discovered.
there are times, yeah, but I've listened to it so many times that I kind of know what he's saying at this point. So a lot of it is fairly similar to the original game. So I've watched a lot of that originally. So I know what he's talking about a lot of the time. So I think some of the earlier stuff he goes through at lightning pace because either it's kind of quite common or I feel like he said it so many times that there's a lot to say at the start, so he just kind of rattles through it at breakneck speed. It's like the stuff about breaking rocks being bound to the scroll wheel and you have to be at 30 FPS and scroll slowly, not quickly, because it works better, and whatever else goes into that little spiel.
Found the drop pod.
But yes, he does speak quite quickly. I do get what you're saying. I feel like sometimes, yeah, I do get lost in the words he said, but I've heard them enough times that I kind of know what he's on about. Whoop, that's not the scanner.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower is as easy to spot as Lil said.
All Terra supply cache nearby.
I mean, yeah, there's a sea glide. You do need 3 sea glides to start a run. What does his foot pedal do? Foot pedal, I believe, swaps the size of his cameras. So you know how he normally has game big and his face small? I believe the foot pedal is hooked up to just a toggle to switch between, well, just to switch those over. So like when there's long cutscenes, which there happen to be a few in this game, he's able to just have a bit of fun and make big Salvner and small game rather than big game and small Salvner. I'm pretty sure that's literally all the pedal does. Well, that's all I've managed to ascertain that it does. If it does something else that I've missed, well, I've missed it. No worries. Because I'm pretty sure as long as you don't drop any frames of the game, it's fine. So, and because it's the same thing, yeah, we didn't get sea glides, did we? No. It's perfectly fine to just keep flicking that back and forth. So you can just have a little bit extra fun with it. I do not possess that kind of technology. Or a hand cam, or eye tracker, or a camera in general, or anything, but it's fun. We still have plenty of fun here. And there is a sea spawn.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
Time is at 6:30. Oh, I'm feeling alright at the moment. So we'll keep going.
Discovered. New blueprint synthesized.
Okay, so that was 4 and 3, I think. So we should be good to only get our gold later. As in later, rather than just later. Which is very unclear, but that's fine. Here, running quicker than swimming, but jumping slow, so we won't be doing any jumping. Unless necessary. Need you, and one of those. Some of this, and off we go. We want to be at the life pod roughly before 1:30, and that'd be a good start. Listen, light. Wonderful. Up and under.
Found the drop pod.
So with 2 batteries, we'll hopefully make a copper wire, but if not, that's okay, because we only need it when we make the sea glide. We'll make 2 wiring kits, and of course our scanner, because you can't do anything without a scanner in Subnautica.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search.
To start a run, we need 3 sea glides, so we head straight towards a guaranteed sea glide as soon as
All
we
that
can.
supply cache nearby.
Then we look for 2 randoms, like that sea glide over on the right, to make up our numbers, either on the way there or the way back. I left that one because it is closer to my route back, rather than swimming across. And look, there is another rando. You love to see it. Obviously getting 3 random sea glides would be quicker than getting the guaranteed, as long as they're not too far away, because going down here can be a hassle. But it's not so bad that you can't do a run without it. That you can't do a run if you have to grab it. Oh, well, I didn't have to grab it. That's disappointing. Oh, no. Well, now I wish I'd risked it, but it's fine. How am I doing on resources? We have bladderfish. We do not have copper. So I do need to be able to make a copper wire by the time I get back to the life pod. Because you need one to make a sea glide. But you also need the batteries. So we're a little bit in the... there we go. I might as well just collect this one here now as well. There we go. A little slow, but that's fine. So we make 4 rubber, 2 lubricantes. It would be nice to make glass because you need 2 for the run, but we don't need them immediately now, so that is okay. I actually did have enough copper. Oh. Never mind then, I must be blind. So you need fins, knife, 2 air bladders.
If you are tired of hearing the
And one of those good old sea glides. We put everything away. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Put this on 5 and we leave. I don't have glass. I'm pretty sure we do have lead. And because we made the battery, we only need 6 copper, and I believe we had 1 quartz, so we only need a minimum of 3. On top of just general collecting of things, like fragments, because fragments are good for you. Scientifically proven, speedrunners that get more fragments are generally happier, and the run lives longer. Scientifically proven. So while we're down here, we're looking for Sea Truck and MVB. We need 2 randoms of each because we use a guaranteed one of each to help the run be a little bit more manageable.
That sounds like a distress call.
So we also do need 6 table coral so that we can make our 3 computer chips for the run. Wonderful. So we already technically have enough MVBs. We will have to go a little bit out of our way to get the 3rd one if we have to get the guaranteed, but it's better than not having a run at all. And there's still plenty of opportunity to get a 3rd one, like over here, which is not half as far out of the way. So we're now done with the MVBs. It is just about getting our Sea Truck and all our resources. Fortunately, the Sea Truck is obviously a bit more easy to spot due to its size. Like this.
Blueprint synthesized.
There we go. So it also makes it just that little bit easier to hunt it. I mean, if they're not spawned in, they're not spawned in, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. But I like cookies, and I bought myself some Ben & Jerry's, what is the cookie one called? Is it cookie dough? That's the one. So we like cookies around here, crumbly or otherwise. So down here we need to collect a battery, 2 diamonds and 2 lithium. There's our battery. Lithium can be a right pain because this is the only place we can get it early game. And if it's not here, it just isn't here. And that's just, it does sometimes just isn't here. I feel like I said isn't here quite a lot there, but that's fine. So air bladder our way back out. We go. I don't remember. I think I just need 1, right? But if it's not here by now, there isn't a Sea Truck. I'm pretty sure the run died. I didn't get my 3rd Sea Truck, did I? I'm not just throwing the run. No, I just didn't get one. It wasn't just blind either, was I? Nah, nothing there. No Sea Truck, no run. Directs attention to aforementioned crumbly cookie. Start again, and that is A spawn. We don't like A spawn. A spawn is good for survival, not hardcore. I don't know how the survival route works. I've watched people do it, I haven't opted to memorize any of it. All the numbers are different. And they get the blessing that is having to, or getting to swim straight past all the MVB and Sea Truck fragments. It must be so nice.
I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
We're on sea spawn, so we're getting over the rocks as quickly as we can to get into the water to break more rocks. I really need to choose a different word other than rocks for that starting bit. And start the run. We also need to collect 2 bladderfish so that we can make 2 air bladders so that we don't have to rely on bladderfish, there we go, later in the run for oxygen like they do in survival, because It is slow. And we have the prawn suit, which also helps. Tends to be helpful when you get a nice exosuit that you can wear all the way down to the crystal caves. That tends to make it a bit easier for breathing. Maybe I should mention that. Right, so swimming on top of the water is quicker than not, and running is quicker than swimming. But jumping is slow, so we won't be doing any of that unless absolutely necessary. We need our 4 ribbons from in here. We do need 2 lead for the run, but you can get that in most places. There's our 2 lead. And we want to be at the life pod. Whatever it's called. Is it drop pod in this game? I don't think it's actually called a life pod.
Found the drop pod.
Yeah, drop pod. And you want to be there kind of before 1:30. Which we were, which is good. 2 batteries, 2 iron kits. You can make the... never mind.
Well, Sam, I guess I might
The
as well
copper
gather
wire
some
can be
tools
made
and
then,
resources
which would be
before starting my
nice,
search.
but it is not the end of the world if you can't. To start a run, you do need 3 sea glides, which is why we head straight for a guaranteed sea glide, leaving us to find 2 randoms either on the way there or the way back. I don't need to break any more lead. I have lead. We do also need to pick up 6 seed clusters to help us on our way. I am not seeing any sea glides, and that leaves me concerned.
New blueprint synthesized.
It's obviously quicker to not have to use the guaranteed because it's a long way down, but if you only opted to use ones where you ever got 3 sea glides just randomly, you'd never get to do any runs. It just wouldn't happen. It happens very infrequently. I mean, it's bad enough just getting 2, let's be honest. Okay, it can be. Some days you just get sea glides out the wazoo and everybody's happy. And other days you get stuff like this, where you just don't get fragments. Yeah, no fragments. Yeah, I feel like I burned a lot of my fragment luck the other day. Whatever day that was, Thursday. Because I think we've only had, what, 1 complete set of fragments so far today. Like, all the way through Sea Glides, Sea Truck, and MVB. And then I fell off the icebergs because I couldn't see. And I jumped too far to the direction. I don't even know which way I went too far, so I couldn't see. But I fell off, and that's all that I needed to know.
Oh, smokes! That did not go as
Anyway,
planned.
here is our next sea
I should
spawn.
find a way into the water and get to the drop.
Get ourselves up over here, jump across, and get ourselves into the water as soon as possible so we can start breaking rocks, gathering materials, so we can make a prawn suit. I don't know. Just to make sure we remember to collect our 2 bladderfish,
New creature discovered.
because use them to make 2 air bladders so we don't have to rely on bladderfish later in the run for this is a betrayal for oxygen like they do in survival. That sea glide was a betrayal because it appeared way before we were actually able to scan it. We need 4 silver and 4 gold for the entire run, but we only need 4 silver, 3 gold for the early game, so not getting all your gold at the start is fine. Yeah, we'll go for this rock. Swimming on top of the water is quicker than not, and running is quicker than swimming, but jumping is slow, so we'll be doing that as infrequently as possible. I like that I keep changing words every now and again because I get to a part of the sentence and I forget what I usually say. It's fine. And we get to the life pod as soon as we can, aiming to be under 130. And that's generally a good start.
Found the drop pod.
You need to make 2 batteries, 2 wiring kits, and ideally a copper wire, but it is not necessary. So we can make it when we make the sea glide. And of course we have to make a scanner, because you can't do anything in this game without
Well,
one.
Sam,
We
I
have
guess
very
I
little
might as well
titanium.
gather some tools and resources before starting my
That's a
search.
concern.
That radio tower is as easy to spot as Lil said.
To start a run, you do need 3 sea glides like that one over there. which is where we head straight towards a guaranteed sea glide. Just to take a little bit of the pressure off. It can be a little bit slower than getting 3 randoms, but getting 3 randoms is basically unheard of most of the time. I can see another random down there. This is looking good. We do need 6 seed clusters to keep ourselves going.
New blueprint synthesized.
And do ourselves a heckin' scan. Very nice, very nice. And we know that there is another sea glide up, so we can just head straight back towards the pod. Happy days. Do I have bladderfish? I am missing a bladderfish, so let's not forget that. I even said the things about bladderfish and how we do be needing them. Well, I kind of need there to then actually be some bladderfish to collect. There are no bladderfish. Bladderfish? Anywhere? Not quick enough bladderfish anywhere. Actually, I do have copper, but I don't have bladderfish. Never mind. I said the spiel about bladderfish, and then there just weren't any. Sadness and or disappointment. Oh, it's an ace form. That's not the one we like. It is warm. How long have I been going for? Nearly 2 hours already. That's kind of how long I was planning to go for, to be honest. But I'm still feeling good enough, so we'll keep going a bit longer. I don't know when my movie night is meant to start,
That did
so...
not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
I also don't know what we're watching. I don't think that's been decided yet, and that's always like an extra hour's worth of spare time I have. Right. Get into the water and collect as many materials as possible, because we do be needing a lot. Make sure we collect our 2 bladderfish so we can make 2 air bladders, so we don't have to worry about using bladderfish later in the run. Oh my god.
New creature discovered.
For oxygen like they do in survival. I'm very slow around this corner.
New blueprint synthesized.
We need 4 gold and 4 silver to start a run. Well, not to start a run, but for the run in general. That is a betrayal of a sea glide right there. This is way too early for us to use. Swimming on the surface is quicker than not, and running is quicker than swimming, but jumping is slow, so we won't be doing that very much. Get in here, collect our ribbons, and head towards the pod. Ideally, you want to be at the pod before 1:30. So it's a little slow, but it's a couple of seconds, and we were collecting stuff, so it's okay. We need 2 batteries, a copper wire if possible, which we can, which is fantastic, and 2 wiring kits, and of course a scanner, because you can't do anything in this game without a scanner. You know what time it takes to watch the stuff? Yes, it sucks.
Well, Sam, I guess I might.
Because you can even have a nice long list of things that you've stored up. It's like, oh yeah, I want to watch that at some point. And then you look down that list at the time, it's like, well, I don't really feel like watching it now. This isn't the right film I'm in the mood for, and so on and so forth. And it's such a nightmare. It's horrible. It can be such a pain. Luckily we have the fallback of Housemate has not watched as much Marvel, like she's not as up to date as I am on Marvel. So we can always fall back on a Marvel film that she has not watched, which is helpful. Ow, Crashfish got in the way of me scanning the sea glide. Although there are certain Marvel films that I just don't want to watch again. Because I don't want to put myself through that again. Or maybe there's been some other good releases, or even start watching a series or something. We don't have sea glides, do we? We don't have sea glides, not a run. I know. Has anyone perused Netflix recently and seen any good-looking films? That might be a good recommendation. Because I'm rarely on Netflix. I use Disney Plus for catching up on Marvel stuff I might have missed. And I spend a lot of time on YouTube, let's be honest. I spend too much time on YouTube. And then the rest of my time goes into anime. Or at least watching time, anyway. Yes, the rest of that time goes into watching anime. Who doesn't like anime? I mean, lots of people don't like anime. But that's not the point. Drop Netflix for HBO. Fair enough. What's the difference? I don't really know much about HBO. Or is it just like a different collection of stuff? Or just a better collection of stuff, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, just other stuff. Okay, fair enough. That's not it. Just after they hit. I can watch just released movies 45 days after the. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm trying to exit and reset. I'm holding the escape key. That's not helpful. Yeah, it's fairly handy. The last movie I watched that was recent and decent was Don't Look Up. Which I recommend. Don't Look Up. Oh, that's the Meteor one, isn't it? With what's her name? Is it Jennifer Lawrence? I've seen the trailers for that. It's like where everyone's about to get squished, but they're more concerned. I'm not starting like that. I missed the thing. Yes, her. Fantastic. Reference. I am terrible at actors and actresses' names. I just can't. I can't keep track of them. I don't remember them. Yeah, it looked good. But it's also so... just even from the trailer that I've seen, it's one of those where you look at it, it's like, yeah, this is probably what would happen. There'd be all the intelligent people that actually know what's going on being like, this thing is going to kill everyone. And then be other people looking at it, but money though. I could just see that being fairly realistic.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned.
If Zombieland's on there, I can try and make Egg watch Zombieland. Zombieland is so good. It's one of the best zombie apocalypse movies ever. And no one can change my mind on that. Now let me collect my gold and silver before I read that, so I don't end up missing things. I need this and this. Good. Excellent. Well, I will add it to the list of recommendations. And see what we pick. Still very clever. Oh, I appreciate clever. Ow. Well, I face planted that, never mind. And that was a sea glide. It's Oh, there's a sea glide right by the life pod as well. Okay.
Ribbon
We've kind of got a
plants
start.
contain electrolytic materials that can be used in
I don't
energy
really want to use
storage.
the one that's currently behind us, but I like that one. That one's good. I don't know why I pointed at my screen. I
Found the drop
literally took my hand off the mouse to point at it like everyone can see that I'm pointing. We've discussed this. I don't have a camera. You can't see me pointing. It's fine.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower is as easy to spot
Okay,
as
then I want to
Will
put the
said.
scanner back on 2 just for my own sanity.
All
And
terrace
remember that
supply
I
cache
do need
nearby.
bladderfish. No. What was it? What's the one that I really enjoyed? It was like over a year ago now, actually, now that I think about it. The Project
New
Power
creature
I really
discovered.
liked.
New blueprint synthesized.
I don't even know if it's still on there. Didn't hate another home, so I thought I would.
New
Actually, we can't.
blueprint
Fair enough.
synthesized.
I've not heard of that one. I'm assuming some relation to Sherlock, based on name. Yeah, sister. Makes sense. Come here. Oh, I'm drowning. Well, okay. My solution is we're just gonna get another bladderfish. See you. We'll have to watch. Fair enough. I don't have sufficient copper though. This start is I'm sorry, what's going on there? Okay. Oh, breathing, good idea. Well, we're too slow now anyway. I'm not getting back to the pod at 3:25. It's far too... It's fine. That was coming unraveled a bit there. That was a bit of a flop, that one. That one was not my finest work. But that's okay. I forgive me. That's an small one. Jurassic World Dominion, yes. It was really good. I went to see it in cinemas with my movie buddy. That was a good one. There's a few moments of plot armor, like there is in every Jurassic. And there's lots of people being eaten. It wouldn't be a Jurassic Park film if there weren't people being eaten. But it's fine, and it's so cool. I really enjoyed them having the,
Did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
everything else, having the old actors in it as well. That's really fun. No, you don't. It's one of those, you can literally write down the 6 Jurassic Park film plots on one piece of paper. There are some dinosaurs, they get out, and they eat people. just repeated for 6 films in slightly different ways. But it's still a very good film, and I really enjoyed it. So yes, would recommend. I'm grabbing the wrong things.
New creature discovered.
To be fair, I always worry when like franchises do an extra set of films, like when they, because they obviously did the original trilogy and then they've done the Jurassic World trilogy. And as much as I was excited for there to be more of them, I was kind of always worried that they're just going to trip over themselves and not make anything good, and it just try and be like a money grab.
Found the drop pod.
But all 3 of the films for the Jurassic World set have been really enjoyable. At least I felt so.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower is as easy to spot as Lil said.
That's a sea glide.
All Terra supply cache nearby.
No, what was it? What was my least? Oh, Independence Day. Oh, it makes me so mad. So the original Independence Day from what? It's like 40 years old now or something stupid. I can't quite remember. Maybe it's 20. Either way, it's still probably my long-standing favorite film of all time. And then they released the sequel like 5 years ago now or something, and it was so bad. And it was clearly just trying to cling to a thing, but it was so and they broke some of the story that they used in the original one, and they just kind of like changed things and hoped people wouldn't notice it. It's like I regret going to see this. I don't know. The original Independence Day was so good, even though it was like super old and all the CGI is obviously old, so not that good, and so on and so forth. Sad. It's not what I like to see.
If you are tired of hearing the word oxygen, the air bladder provides a significant upward
One
thrust
glass,
to
2
help you
lead.
get to air faster.
So now I haven't watched the new Matrix yet, and I don't really remember the old one very well. So I don't know. Yeah, there's always a risk when you're bringing back something old that you're just going to flop it, or just upset a load of people that really liked the original. It's always a risk. Okay, we're looking for fragments.
Warning.
I do still need salt.
Meters. Oxygen efficiency
So
decreased.
grab that while we're here. That's 6 on that side, 5 this side, so we go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's click the thing. Do the thing. Thank you.
That sounds like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
Ooh, that's a sea glide. Unhelpful at 150 meters. Ooh, this one. So we have enough mobile vehicle bays. By technically. Okay, we have everything we need fragment wise. Ooh. Yup. Oh, I didn't get the thing. Oh, it's all gone wrong. What a mess. What's going on in chat? Just double the name up. That's funny. Right, so down here we need diamonds and lithium. 2 diamonds guaranteed here. Lithium, that's a diamond. That's a lithium. That's another lithium. We're out of here, dude. Turn around and up and gone. This way. Can't see. It all worked out. It's fine. Perfect. We're on our way towards Alan with fragments intact. Now it just comes down to resources.
Hello? Is someone there?
We're running out of time.
Ooh.
What is all this? I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Right, that's a 5, 1, and 3 from me. We have diamond, we need 2 more copper. And we have fairly sizable amounts of spare room to pick up other stuff as well.
Altera?
Which is good.
No, my equipment is,
It means I can just collect and be fine.
How long have you been
And we
storing?
definitely got our blueprints. Got our blueprints. Big thumbs up. Big ticking box.
Can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Perfect. And we're even slightly ahead.
Brace.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Transfer complete.
Yeah. We got everything.
How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my
Second
head?
time
The
in
facility identified hospitable capacity.
2 hours and 15 minutes we actually get to get past Alan.
I offered you my
It's not
key.
quite the same as
Oh no.
Thursday, where it's almost
Does
the
your
opposite.
kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component.
Good start. We have lead, we have
We
salt,
will allow you a moment to process.
we have 1 glass, we've got the quartz to make another one. So we just need the extra 2 copper that we are missing. We even have good space, so we don't have to worry about dropping stuff.
That's the explanation.
Very
It's not
good.
happening.
So let's make the most of it. Let's go. So we're gonna run. And hop ourselves across the bridge because it's just the quickest way across. God, I am so glad I don't have to jump across that horrible bit with the boulders in it anymore. Now that I saw how that you can just get across the side. Who remembers the baby cage on the bridge? Oh, that used to be fun, right? Right? No, that wasn't fun. 2 copper. That is exactly what we need. thank you very much. That's lead, so we'll get it somewhere else. Up and go. Try them over this and then go. So I need you. That's not copper. That is a copper. There we go. That's lead. That's not helpful. That's titanium. That's a copper. There we go. And inventory full. Perfect. Play pen trap. No, it's so bad. It was so rude. Oh hey, we're even going to be back at the life pod before 12 minutes. That's El Rapido. Let's hope I didn't forget anything. Fiber mesh, we need to make one glass because I only made one earlier. There we go. Hope that I can count. Battery, and empty this box. Another one of those. Need to make both enameled glass. And then we're on to our circuitry. We need 3 computer chips. We do have our gold for later, that is worth knowing. Power cell. Okay, now we're on to equipment, so we want our rebreather, take the battery out of the scanner, use said battery to make a builder, take the knife off the hotbar, and make our MVP. While that's making, we'll go outside and we will go and get ourselves these 2 roots for use later, right at the end later. It's just quicker to grab them now. And off we go, leaving the life pod at about 1320. That is what we call the heckin' speed.
No fun.
Look for resources. I see a quartz. I like quartz. Early quartz is helpful. And some rocks as well. Line ourselves up and set off for Delta Island. Very efficient. Thank you very much. Got that kind of locked down now. As long as I get there and I have everything, I can do all the making of things. Well practiced. You got this. I'm well practiced at a lot of the early making because I have to do it so frequently because it's about here that I start messing up. Or it becomes more execution errors. And I'm prone to a few of those. It's okay, this is where the Delta Island is. We aim a little bit to the left. We're going down into a hole. We have our gold, so we don't have to look for that, but we can look for a little bit of spare lithium if it's there. But that's kind of on a luck basis, and it's not necessary.
Delta Station. This is the place Lil
While we're down there, ooh, that's good. That means it's going to stop by the time I get there. Very nice, very nice. On our way through, once we get into the mine, we're looking for 5 rubies and 3 diamonds. We're not there yet though. We have to get through these thermal vents, which have lined up fairly nicely for us so far. This is going to explode though, isn't it? I'm going across it anyway. Oh! Ow! You know what? That's fine. We got through that fairly cleanly. Only really got our toes toasted, which, in the grand scheme of things, that's pretty good. And we'll cut through here and go for our prawn suit. The prawn suit is always in the same 4 places, so you don't have to worry about it being randomized. Don't! Ow! Why would you do that to me? I was just telling you about how wonderful your prawn suit was, good sir. I didn't deserve a punch in the bush. Now I'm just sad. There's some diamonds. Yoinkies.
Acquired.
There's another diamond. Thank you very much. I'm less pleased by the amount of rubies that we're not getting. Because rubies can be a run ender. Unlike diamonds. And as I say it, there's 2 rubies. We only need 3 more. Rubies are more of an issue because you can only get them here and in the deep lily pads. And the deep lily pads have a tendency to just not have rubies sometimes. Which kind of ruins them as a backup. So any that we get here is a big bonus. I believe that was 4. So we're on 4 rubies and 3 diamonds. Diamonds we are now done for the run. Rubies not so much, but 1 ruby is fairly easy to get. That's not too worrying. So while we're here, we want to get the prawn suit up on ice, ideally before 18 minutes.
The Prawn exosuit facilitates mobility in
You on 1,
hypersensitive
that dropped. I need
turning
a
the
sizable
wearer
amount of
into a
stuff.
bipedal
Noted.
mechanical rock puncher.
Where's my
Rock
prawn suit?
digestion not required.
Where are you stopping? There. Hey. Oh, this is better. I can see. Oh, this is nice. I like being able to see. That makes this much easier. So we're going to hop over here. We're going to aim for this. Hang ourselves a bit of a left. Ah, that'll do. And just line myself up with the ramp. Perfect. Wasn't a mega jump, but we can't base good on getting a mega jump because mega jump doesn't happen very often. We're going to take our time across the bridge so I don't mess it up.
It was important to Volterra, but more
Whoa, where did that fling me?
Will it help us build you a body?
That was an unintentional mega jump. I just don't know how I did it. And it wasn't really helpful. That's okay. Ouch. The fog is not ideal. If I could make a comment, but it could be a lot worse. And he lands down here, through this tunnel, and in. And out, technically. There we go. So I'm going to hop up here. Yop. We're not going to hop up there, apparently. There's our split. De-battery, re-battery. We're going to get our knife out on 2, and off we go.
The coal preserved the body well, but this isn't a big sample. Will it be enough?
Our tissues are pluripotent, derived from the DNA of various species, capable of changing form as necessary.
Like stem cells. So, what prevents you from, I don't know, ending up with roots where your eyelids?
Okay, I'm seeing some stuff about here. That's good.
At least not
Munch. I do need one of you. We'll break you just in case. Quartz. Also titanium. Wonderful. Let's go. Hop across here. I'm stuck on a wall. That is fine. Whip. Time is quite nice. I'm concerned. Oh dear. Okay. Here. Give me some boost, please. Oh, good lord. Whoa. That's fine. Aim for it here. jump a little early. I was a little early there. I needed to be a little later. So you want to climb it just before you land if you want to kind of get a good continuing boost. I was a little early. That one we kind of jumped a little too far on, but that's fine. Over the rocks and this away. And there's our little aiming platform. I'm going to drop this and go. I have salt, so it's just about potential titanium and other stuff, right? Like that. That's an MVP. There's a quartz. I'm pretty sure that's all the quartz I need. Let me just double check. Yes, so we need another 3 titanium. Fortunately, those are the 3 that I get that I need after the deep lily pad cache. So in that regard, we are fine. We don't have to worry about not being able to make things because we have everything to make the base. I just have to remember that I need that extra titanium. Charlie, behave yourself.
Significant geothermal activity detected below.
Okay, drop the prawn suit down there, and we're headed down. I can't see a spiral plant, which is concerning me instantly. Don't you dare try and munch my butt. That's not appreciated. There is a time and place for that sort of behavior, and right now is not it. I need you, I need you. I need these 2 over here. Thank you, thank you. And a spiral plant would be nice. There's a spiral plant, thank goodness. 2. And then prawn suit. We have everything we need. Apart from obviously a scrap metal on the way back, and there is one there. Perfect. We don't have to worry about that not being there either. So we do have to remember that we still need a ruby down here and 3 titanium.
There is a large anomalous mass of rock that has broken away and risen above.
But we don't need to worry about gold. So that in itself is okay.
You came within range of data that might help.
But we might break stuff looking for titanium anyway.
You must continue to investigate.
Because it's kind of essential. But yes, just think ruby-ish thoughts. Just so that we make sure we get one. And look, there is one. It's a little close to the tentacle, but we'll grab it. Just so it's done. Oh, there's one here, never mind. But we've got our diamonds, so I just need my 3 mushies. Perfect. And my 3 titanium. So I may have to sweep across to the right on the way out to make sure we get those. There's one. Don't be silver. There's silver. Scanner on 2. Get the battery in it. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Let me make sure that I drop the snowball just for space reasons. Oh, and I should drop the silver as well. Get out of there. You're probably going to be at gold, aren't you? You can also get out of there. Okay. Ugh. So we still need 2 titanium. What? Why'd you have to be copper? I'm pretty sure there was some by the prawn suit, so we'll break those when we get there. I'll break you as well. There we go. Make myself feel a bit better. There we go. Quick check that was all free. That was all free. Let's go. Where is our scrap? There is that scrap that I wanted. And off we go again. We're going to throw the prawn suit down the hole, as we always do. Very nice, and up we go. One of these, one of those, some of this, and one of those. Make our titanium ingot. We picked up our 2 lithium, so that is fine. And then we got to make our advanced materials. We need 1 hydrochloric acid, 1 polyaniline, and 2 synthetic fibers. We have our gel sacks, so I don't have to worry about that. I guess we just make our one of these. We do this, and we leave. Prawn suit. Have I missed the ledge? Well, that's an issue. Can you just get in the prawn suit here and just catch it and just do it this way? No, get out of the prawn suit and let me put the thing in. And then we'll go. It's fine. And then we'll go down here, just double check that I have things. I have things, okay. What if I've forgotten anything now? It's too late, right? Right, Munch and Crunch. Buddy, pal, friends of mine. Please, for the love of God. I am not a chew toy. Okay, so we're safely past Munch. And, if you'll note the bottom corner of the screen, I have sufficient health that we can take a bite from Crunch.
The crystals in this environment,
Which is also a good feeling.
and yet I feel certain there is something important below.
So we can't have the same disaster as last time.
Or a body component. Perhaps both.
I appreciate that amount of kyanite too. Okay, so while we're down here we need 2 kyanite now, because we have the first one already.
There is definitely something of value nearby.
There is 1, there is 2, okay. I am not a chew toy. I meant what I said what I meant. An elephant's memory, 100%. Yeah, I messed up a little bit with the prawn suit, but that's okay. So we'll lose a little bit of time because I had to stop to grab things and the like. Alright, let's go.
You will be able to construct bionic organs with the scanned material, both
That I will.
primary and secondary. Our designs provide for redundancies.
Given your current location, I think they could still be improved.
Your feedback has been noted. You have scanned all the components we need to make a storage body.
Are you excited?
Using
Okay.
the chemical compounds available in your body, I am able to approximate what you might call cautious optimism.
Yeah, only lost a little bit, so we're fine. And the kyanite was super kind, which in recent times it hasn't been. Okay, we'll park there and go. Alright, Crunch, buddy, pal. No eating me this time. Please. Please. I know I am the tastiest 3-course meal you've ever set eyes on. I've been spending a lot of time in the gym. But no. Stop it. And or just don't. Why is Crunch there? Crunch isn't on its usual cycle. Oh no. What is Crunch doing? What is that? What is that? Why are you there?
I sense the presence of a substantial facility in the area.
Nope, no you don't.
Unable to identify.
Hopefully Crunch got stuck behind the crystals. It's not sounding like that was the case. Exactly. I'm not a tutoy. No biting. And if we can get here without being bitten on the first trip through, then we are safe on the way back. Which is also an important piece of information. Because now, they only bite you once and then they leave you alone, which is fantastic for us. Okay, so I want to do this and this, just for safety reasons.
You said your people came here in search of a cure?
I was a researcher.
You were a scientist? Like me?
My people regarded my scientific contributions with particular interest.
As I said, like me.
If that is your interpretation.
So how did your valuable scientific mind wind up affected?
Not my mind. My body. Perhaps you should build the next component.
So you came here to search for a cure?
I led the mission.
Does that mean the bacteria got out on your watch?
This subject is uncomfortable. If you would like to know more, I will ask that you first construct the final component. This is the last piece. Soon I will be autonomous.
What will you do with your new
I'm not
found
stressed,
cure?
you're stressed.
Well, to make amends.
Amends?
Oh
Back to
dear.
me. There seems
Okay.
to be a lot you're not telling me.
Okay.
It is hard for me to find the words. I must cook.
I'm ready.
Initiate body fabrication. The escape of the bacteria was an
You
accident.
still owe me an explanation.
How much spare time do we have?
I was wrong.
Where are we on the scale of good?
Yes. I do not wish to speak about it.
We can come back to this.
We got about 30 seconds. That's fine. Okay,
Did it
let's
work?
do this.
Are we...
We just have to get safely back to the prawn suit, get the prawn suit safely out of here, not get attacked by Charlie, not fail the waterfall. There's still so much that can go wrong. Oh no! No, we'll be fine. We've got this.
Whoa.
This could be it.
Hey,
I'm feeling confident.
you're really not in my head anymore?
At least we have a sizable amount of time in our favour for getting sub 46.
Are you kidding?
But I seem to
No
remember
way. You still
my
owe me
PB
an
having a very good last split. I seem to remember gaining a whole bunch of time on it, so there's not going to be much leniency in that, at least.
Make amends.
Tell me more.
But we got this. I believe in us.
Escaped, it was my fault.
We don't have to worry about crunch, so we can be
From my network.
reckless abandon with that.
Oh no.
So it's just go time.
We noticed that a species of Leviathan young produced the enzyme that is efficient against the bacteria. I thought if
Let's
we
go.
incubated sea dragon eggs, we might expedite their hatching. I was not wrong.
But
It would appear that sea dragon parents are stronger and more motivated than our facility was rated to handle.
Right, what is Crunch doing?
Location uploaded to PDA.
Crunch seems to have decided that it's just not gonna do regular Crunch things. I'm a little confused, gotta be honest. Where is Crunch? Actually, I can't see Crunch. Crunch just wasn't there. Can someone... Why Crunch now? Don't roar at me like that. This isn't where you're supposed to be. That's fine. So we're safely back to the prawn suit. Now it's just about getting ourselves out of here. Whoop. Yeah, potentially. I don't know why. Because it wasn't on the right path to begin with, and then it just wasn't there on the way back through, so... Whoa, I'm getting this wrong. That's fine. Oh, now it's not a time for that. It's okay. Right, where's the top of the T? There's the T. Perfect. There's my ledge. I'm just gonna do a second hop. So I want to be up here on the left, so I've got an extra bit of distance getting up to the ice. I can't see Charlie. I can see Charlie. Charlie, buddy, pal, friend, don't you dare. Get out of the water. Oh my god. Okay, so we got attacked by both of them. It's not really what I wanted. get out and run.
Are you preparing to leave, Alan?
At least there would, yeah.
There is much to do.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, if I know my timing's right, that's sub 46.
Do you still wish to leave with me?
It's 4 minutes from when you start talking to Alan. That's sub 46. We've done it.
Are you kidding?
Come on.
Pass up a chance to see where architects come from.
Let's go.
Besides, I don't have another ride.
I do not know
Could have done without the cuddles on the way through, but we had spare time in the bank, just in case.
Or you could find peace. Family.
I hope you are right.
I think that's it.
Any business you still have on this planet. Join me on the other side when you are ready to leave.
Because it's 3:20 from when you enter the teleporter. Right, let's get to the end and just verify for ourselves before I start celebrating. But I think that's it.
The phase gate is open.
Let's go.
You've been hiding a phase gate here this whole time.
I said it was doable. I said it was doable.
It will lead us home.
No wonder you hid yourself from
I was really worried when Charlie grabbed us, because I thought if we didn't get enough boost, we were falling the whole way back
In hopes
down,
that the others survive.
and that's quite a lot of time.
Yeah.
No. Major day. I'm glad that's a major day. It's probably made my week.
Will you help me prepare the ship? The energy masts must be moved into place.
Well, this is different.
Right. Let's just clean everything up and make sure we do the ending. Put our 2 pillars back in place. It's going through those. Yeah, definitely. Now what do I do? Do I switch category? Do I do something else?
Very good. Return to me and I will initiate shipments. And thank you. The masts are in place. The energy field is ready. There is no time to
no.
lose.
Just 360. And we'll even celebrate by actually watching the ship be made. No damage. No. I don't think if I can take doing no damage again. You could try and get no damage sub 50. But I want to try and get the all achievements hardcore quicker, because with the better prawn suit stuff that we now do, it's probably doable.
I apologize. The levitator was calibrated for heavier bodies.
But I also, it's going to take me a while to get back into it, because there's more to it than a lot of this.
Is this permanent?
Ooh, I'm stuck.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, you could say that. Ready to leave the past behind.
Oh, I'm ready.
Good. Please brace yourself and then we will depart. In 3, 2,
Yes!
1.
There we go. Not even nipped it, we just decimated the 46 barrier. Easy. Amazing. I don't think sub 45 is doable.
What will we find when we get there?
I just don't think it's possible. I would need to find something extra to change. Thank you. Thank you for the congratulations. Jeez. I'm just constantly punching the air now. Oh, so happy. It just wasn't very much that I got wrong in that. The only things that properly went wrong was getting attacked by Munch and Charlie on the way out. Otherwise, most stuff was pretty much spot on. Damn. Amazing. What did I say near the start? That today's probably not the day that I break the record. Right, I need to screenshot those real quick. It is definitely the best possible way to end a stream. That is exactly how you want to end one. Dear. Grab this file, save it with something. Any percent hardcore PB, that's a good thing to save it as. I like that one. Perfect. And then just close that. Perfect. Close you, and one of those. Oh, gorgeous. And your belief was very appreciated. Many helpful. Oh dear, I have a 3.5 minute long voice message from housemate. That could be good, that could be bad. I think it's probably about movie night. Anyway, well, on that delightful note, I think I'm wrapping it up there so I can go make myself some dinner. But that was, God, that was amazing. And as a treat to myself, while the UK gets deep fried, I won't be here for the next 3 days. So I could try and, maybe I'll try and relearn some all achievement stuff for then. I don't know. But yes, thank you all for joining me. It's always been a delight to have you here with me, especially during a PB stream, always the best ones. Yeah, I hope you all have a good rest of your day and a rest of weekend, since I won't probably see any of you. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you all again soon. Alrighty. Bye.